to my channel. I remain your loyal girl, Olayemi Akinhola. Today, let's talk about get rich slowly. Yes, you heard me right. Get rich slowly. Many a times, many people want to get rich quick, right? You have to avoid the get rich quick syndrome in order to build wealth into the future. If these impulses are not curtailed, then you may be on the wrong path to building wealth. So you want to first avoid that impulses. You want to be very disciplined when it comes to building. It's just like a tree. A big tree doesn't grow overnight. No, it grows over time. So also wealth, it's a principle. So if you want to follow the trend of getting rich scheme quickly, then you might likely miss it. I've seen many people falling into that ditch of penury just because they want to follow the hot stock trend, the rising real estate market and all that. Once it crash, a wrong peak can lead you into poverty. So you want to avoid all those things. As much as they might sound appealing, one wrong pick is very dangerous for your investment, for your finances and everything. You've worked hard to save much in order to invest. So why not sit down, have an active plan, and before you launch your investment. Number one fact that you must know is that investment is not gambling. So because of that, you need to understand how money works, have an action plan, and be disciplined enough to stay with your action plan until you reach your goal. You don't look elsewhere or be persuaded by all the things that are going on the market, honestly. So let's use an example of Mr. Start Early and then Mr. Save Late. When Mr. Save Late comes late, you might think, oh, he's just coming into the market. No. If one has good action plan than the other, the outcome will be definitely different. So let's use the scenario of Mr. Start Early. Both of them are using, let's say, 8% tax deferred accounts, right? And then Mr. Start Early started around, let's say, 25 years of age, saving, let's say, $3,600 per 1 year for the next 7 years. Then Mr. Start Late, that means 12 plus 7, I think that should be around 32. Mr. Start Late started at 32 years, also saving $3,600 in a tax deferred account that promises average of 8% per annum. And then Mr. Start Early just saved for just 7 years in a tax deferred account, while Mr. Start Late started at age 32 and continued for 17 years in the same kind of account situation. So let's see what this means for both of them. By the time they are retiring, we always believe that age of retirement in America is around 65. Though some are saying it's now 70 or whatever, but that's not the bone of contention here. Let's say the other one started at age 32 and stopped paying at maybe age 48 for like 17 years. The total contribution for Mr. Start Early is going to be $25,200 by the time you calculate it for that 7 years. And then the total contribution for Mr. Start Late is going to be $61,200 for that 17 years. So talking about rate of return, you must understand, if you want to go to any investment plan, is it going to offer you simple interest or compound interest? If it is simple interest, pick your bag and run. Do you know the meaning of simple interest? Let's say it generates $100 for you this year. By next year, let's say it grows by 10%. 10%, that's $10. That's $110, right? Let's say 2 years time, it generates 20%. So it's going to be 20% of that $100. which is let's say $20. So they're gonna add $20 to 110, making 130. But if you are doing compound interest, it's gonna be everything, your principal, the percentage increase on your total principal, and not just on the capital that you use to start the investment. So you must understand the kind of interest that they're going to be putting, and that's why most people don't go out of debt so easily, because most of the debt, their interest rate, everything is based on compound interest. So let's say you're owing them $100, you refuse to pay, and they increase your debt by 10%. That's gonna be 10% of 100. That's, let's say, $10. That's 110. If by the time they're adding the next 10% to your interest rate, that's 10% of 110. It's not going to be 10% of 100. So that's how compound, that's why it's so difficult for many people to get out of debt so easily, because of the magic of compound interest. So also for investment, you want to also use that on the positive side for investment. Your investments must be yielding what we call compound interest. One of the most important discoveries in finance is the rule of 72, because it shows you how to calculate the effects of compound interest with a simple formula. Take 72 and divide it by the rate of return. The answer is the number of years it takes to double your money. And that's how it works. So that's 72 divided by rate of return is gonna be equals to years to double your money. For example, with 4% interest, that's gonna be 72 divided by 4. It's gonna take 18 good years to double your money. So let's say you are investing and they're telling you, oh, it's 6% interest rate, and you want to put in $100. So now with this formula, you'll be able to know that, oh, 72 divided by 6, whatever year you get, that's the number of years it's gonna take for your $100 to be doubled. At least you learned that from it today. So get that, and then you'll be able to roll as you are learning on the journey. So the rule of 72 is so important for you to know when your money doubles. So let's say you are having an account that is generating, let's say, 8% for you. You easily know that, oh, 72 divided by 8 is going to give me 9. So every 9 years, my money is going to double. Let's assume you put $10,000 in an investment that's going to yield 8%. When will the money become $20,000? So that's, if let's say you are 30 years, you put in $10,000 at 30 on an 8% deferred account, then you know that, okay, 72 divided by 8 is 9. Add 9 years to 30. At 39 years, your 10,000 is going to give you 20,000. At another, if you had another 9 years to that 39, your money is going to be 20 plus 20, that's $40,000. And that's the effect of compound. So let's assume that you're leaving your money for 27 years. That's 9 years and 3 times. So your 10 becomes 20, 20 becomes 40, 40 becomes 80. And that's how it works. I hope I've been able to teach you on how these things works. And that's the rule of 72. That's the rule of 72. Of course, it unveils the powerful impact of compound interest on money. It also reveals 2 types of people for us. People who don't understand how money works, they end up working for money. And people who understand how money works, they let money work for them. So wealthy people tend to spend time learning and understanding how money works, and that's a fact. They look for advice and solutions to get better returns for their money. They don't just put their money. I've seen people, they will tell me they have, like, let's say, savings of $30,000 sitting in a domiciliary account or sitting in a in a checking account that does not even yield 0.1%, oh no, you don't want to follow that trend, because it means you lack financial knowledge. Just sit with a financial professional. Let them get you started on how do you even grow money passively. You can start with as little as 5%. That's little, and they are very safe. They are protected, they are insured, they are safe. Those banking sector that operates, high yield savings account. And then we have other form of investment accounts that are tax deferred, that promises greater and excellent rates as high as 14%. You don't want to miss that. As high as 10%, you don't want to miss that. So you have to sit with a financial professional to let you know where should you be putting your money, how should money work for you, and how you should not let the impulse of getting rich quick affect your finances. I hope I've been able to help you this day. I remain your loyal girl, Olayemi Akinola, your financial professional. If you need any services as regard finances, we are your go-to. We are licensed financial professional. Thank you.